Hey guys, it's Dom here and I'm back on Gwent, and today I have a Bandit Armour deck. So, it's not the best of decks, but it's just a fun one to maybe play with your mates, or if you're having like a casual game, jump on with that. It's got your generic Bandit cards, and it's just a bit of fun. Okay, so we're up against Krach on Crate with Armour the Patricide as his ability. Okay. Right, so, we don't really want Bomb Heaver. Knickers isn't a good card to have in your starting hand. And I might get rid of the Wagon. We'll keep Svalblood Priest just in case we draw Olgid. Or if we feel like playing him earlier and just whacking some armor. So the reason why these Iron Falcon guys are so good is because we can just start buffing up our living armor in hand. That living armor is basically our endgame, last turn, put it down card. Just because obviously if they damage it at all, it's going to lose its beloved bit of health. So let's get One-Eyed Betsy to go give that gentleman a wallop. I say gentleman, it's a long ship. Don't really think it's being that polite. And we're holding back on Harold the Crippled's leader ability just for now, because obviously there's nothing to hit. There's no point in us hitting our own units, we don't get any sort of like buffs from that. I mean, it could actually be worthwhile going for Arnulf in this deck, but the Harpies he summons and damages doesn't really do any good for us.
Music marries cultures.
Okay, I mean that's decent for us actually. Tell you what, actually, I'm going to put down Svalblood Priest and start hitting One-Eyed Betsy's beloved armor. And yeah, might as well use the leader ability as much as possible, just to try and keep an edge. Okay, that's really nice to get out early, because it means our living armor's protected. And you know what? Speaking of him, we'll give him a bit more love. See, we have Gascon in hand, but he is just such a meme of a character. Because you can plop him down, he could just be like a 1-power card. Or if you're lucky, he can be 12. So, it's a interesting card to say the least. Right, do I actually want to play on? I'm not too sure if I do. I mean, in reality, there's only so much more we can do. Yes, we have Onslaught back, but maybe just save it for round 2 if they do decide to push it. I mean, they'll easily be able to do this in one card. I just want to get to that 3rd round where I can play the long game and just try and out-bolster whatever they do. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I've been playing all the way through Thronebreaker recently, because I never got it until, well, last week, and it is a masterpiece. If you've not played Thronebreaker, and you're into Gwent, play Thronebreaker. Play it on GOG, because then you can get some free cards, or you could be like me and get it on the Nintendo Switch, because you like having it on the big screen and being able to take it onto a little screen. Get it on wherever you want. Anyway, back to the game. We're going to get rid of our Bomb Heavers, just because they're not going to be playing any artifacts, and that means they're the lowest power cards that we have. Excluding Gascon in case he memes us. But I really hope he does give us some value, or we might be a little bit screwed. Mainly because if they've got a deck which works with Armour the Patricide really well, there's not really much we can do. See, it's in a situation like this where if they just pass, for instance, we'd love to have another one of those Iron Falcon instrument people, just so we could buff up our living armor even more this round. I mean, he can safely play 2 cards into this round. Nope, guess he's just happy with what he got. Let's get rid of the sap of them.
It's gonna be a right good levy, big and beautiful.
I mean, one thing you might have noticed if you watch most of my videos, Elder Scrolls and Witcher related, I really like neutral decks for some reason. Like, I mean, I don't play them that much just because they usually never win, but I love them. So I get a Sapper, Bomb Heaver, and Svarblood Priest. And we get Gascon Iron Falcon, who I've got in Premium. Don't ask why. I just like the card and the art. So we do have a good opener here, which is Mantlet, just because it's, you know, going to give all our creatures armor. And we have a second one as well that we can play, and then we can start going into our Iron Falcon Troopsmen, whatever they're called.
More than a shield, not quite as much as a wall.
Yeah, the 4-cost, the infantry, that's it. Just regular infantry. This also means if we do manage to keep the Mantlets alive at the end of the game, that will be an extra 4 armor and 4 health for our living armor. But I doubt we'll keep both of them alive all game. With armor, that is, as well.
He is here.
Okay, and we'll start onslaughting. Undulric and Brokvar. See, I'm worried now this is a Bloodthirst deck, because Arnulf the Patricide will just give them 3 units, which count as Bloodthirst, so they can just leave them there. Right, he's just going to break the armor of that one then. I mean, that's kind of good for me, just because it means they might just leave that for the game and all my units are going to get armor now. So let's start putting down the infantry and start getting some value. Best thing is we don't need to worry about Geralt, because they've already played it. I'm assuming they're not running a renew, that is. It's nice because we got free company in hand as well, which is just going to buff all our bandits out, once we get them all out, that is. Then we have a few more cards which just work together quite nicely. Oh no. That's annoying. Okay, for now we've still got 2 armor for each of our units at least. I swear when I played that deck, there were 5 powers. Or am I thinking of a different card? I might just be thinking of the ones that berserk by themselves. I'm tempted to get down Gascon the Iron Falcon next, just in case we make another Iron Falcon infantry. Oh, that is a swing of a turn. Right. Okay, I mean, guess Iron Falcon infantry again. It's kind of what we wanted. And Knickers makes his way onto the board. Yes. Let's get a round of applause for Knickers. That dog is my one and only saviour of Gwent. And, you know, just replaces Roach for Thronebreaker, basically. Full on respect for Knickers. Adorable little dog. What? No. No, don't you dare. If you kill Knickers, you're a monster. You're an actual monster. I'm hitting Donna. I don't care if it makes more sense to hit the one I've already been hitting before. Thank you, Gascon, for being useful as well there. Can't believe they just killed Knickers. Monster. Come on, double Gascon. That's got to be just like an automatic win. Yeah, you might think you're cool with Arnulf, but Gascon was a much, much cooler companion in Thronebreaker. Yeah, I'm making it way too obvious. I've only just played it. I'm sorry. So, back onto the game. Gimpy Gerwin doesn't really have many targets. So I'm tempted to free company now to give him maybe a turn to play down something else. It's also just a chance to see if that Iron Falcon infantry they've injured can maybe stay a bit longer. Because I feel like if I did it the other way round, he's quite likely to die on 2 health and then give them another bear. That's also going to happen, I guess. Thankfully the armour kind of negates the whole purpose of the extra bits of damage. And I guess just Gimpy Gerwin now.
No one wanted these lands, so I up and took them.
Avenge Knickers. Kill the fucking vagabond, which is Donna on Hindar. I'm actually so livid about that. I mean, Iris doesn't really have that many good targets because I don't want to damage my own mantlet, so I'll probably just take the armor of like Gascon or Gascon Iron Falcon. I'll just take it off Gascon. I'm not damaging my Iron Falcon infantries.
We've met.
Just because this game, I mean, we are starting to peer ahead now, but it's just in case they've got one big swing left. I mean, we've also got a massive swing in hand, but you never know, they might have like a Scorch or something. Sigdriffer's right, what could they go for? Probably Donna. In fact, that's probably the only thing they would go for. Because it's a bit late for the longship. Right, so Onslaught, and then slap down our living armour. Look at that, 16 power. Quite the swing. As long as I don't touch the armour, that is. Yep. Okay, right, that's going to end the game. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please like and subscribe. Got any Gwent deck ideas? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time for whatever that is.